Hello again guys, Keith with Bulletproof RC, and I'm back with you to share an unveiling of my Axial SCX10 II kit. I'm pretty happy overall with the outcome of the rig. I guess first of all we'll start talking about the body. Painted the body with Tamiya metallic orange, and of course I went around the fenders and the bottom of the vehicle with black, and then use the outside Tamiya matte finish to make the fenders and the side guards there look a little bit more flat, give a little more realism. And then I went with the Tamiya window tint for the windows and the side windows and the rear window, and I think it all turned out pretty good. I'm definitely a big fan of the orange on off-road vehicles in real life, so it turned out pretty decent. Outside of that, as far as cosmetics goes, is I did order the scale accessory kit, the same one that JPRC featured on his Cherokee, and mounted up the fake winch on the front end just to give some filler, since this front bumper is so wide, so deep. So that kind of filled in the big hole in the front end of that. And I went with SSD steel stamped wheels, and they're mounted up onto the stock tires and stock foams. I'm going to try the stock setup for now, and we'll see how that goes. And there's the back view. Underneath, I got a few components. I got the hot racing front and rear drive shafts. I ordered a set of MIPs, and the MIPs, there may be a kit out there MIP makes for this truck, but the one I ordered would not work. The way the kit transmission mounts up to the drive shafts, there's just no room for those MIPs. MIPs are pretty thick on the ends. I went with this little aluminum skid plate. I think it was $10. Found it on I can't remember if it was eBay or Amazon. Then used the blue aluminum hot racing pivot balls throughout. Get this thing over here. STRC front and rear pumpkin covers, and then some aluminum knuckles and hubs, and rear hubs back there too, if you can see it. I'm going to pause video, pull the body off, and we'll look at the electronics. Right, as far as electronics goes, I chose the Hobbywing Quick Run brushless. I think it's a 1080 is the ESC name. I don't have the box in front of me right now, but nice aluminum case that it comes in. Programmable program card comes with it. Easy access plug on top for the program card. Many settings can be programmed in the field. For this, it is capable up to 3S. Right now I've got a 2S in here because I'm running a 23 turn Hakmoto Yay Racing motor, and I put 3S in it. It was a little bit too fast, believe it or not. For crawling, and you know, this vehicle's not really set up for high-speed stability, so I backed it down to 2S, and it seems to have the wheel speed I need for trail crawling and the grunt on the low end using the stock 15-tooth pinion gear. As far as servos goes, I used the Power HD 20 kilogram waterproof servo, because I do plan on running this in water. This is a waterproof ESC, by the way, and I have filled the transmission and front and rear ends with marine grease to make sure that water does not hurt my ride. I still have yet to do it, but I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to put the the receiver in a balloon, and then put marine grease around the opening of the balloon, and then I use a cable tie to tighten things down. Supposedly that is a pretty good way to keep water out of your receiver. And as far as radios for this vehicle, let me pause the video. I'll be using my FlySky GT3C radio. First off, between this and the Spectrum I have, I think this is just as good. And secondly, I've got the Yeti hooked up to the Spectrum right now, and in case I have a friend over and we both decide to go trail crawling, I wanted to have 2 radios, so that's one reason I went with this radio. Secondly, I've got lots of receivers. I've got probably 15 receivers for this radio, and if water does make it past the balloon and grease and everything else that I've got waterproofing this thing, then I'm not out anything, because first of all, they're only $10 a piece, or even cheaper than that sometimes if you're lucky. But I've got plenty to replace it with in case water does get in the receiver. So I didn't want to use a Spectrum remote and have a waterlogged Spectrum receiver. Even though some of them say they're waterproof, they're really not. I've gotten water in them before, trust me. Anyway, that's what I'm going to use for radios. And I'm pretty pleased overall with the kit, fit and finish. Everything went together great. However, I will mention that Axial did short me some bearings. I did not have all the bearings that I should have had after building the front and rear axle. And when I got to the center transmission, I was I believe it was 5x10 bearings I was missing. Luckily, I've got a number of kits and a spare bin that I keep a lot of parts in, and I had lots of leftover bearings from previous builds, and I was able to use those, and it didn't stop the build on me. But someone who is new to the hobby, trying to build this kit, that would have been a showstopper. So thumbs down, Axial. You got to make sure your quality control's up there. Some person for Christmas opening up one of these boxes and trying to put their kit together and don't have all their bearings, that's not going to be good. So anyway, I know it can happen to any manufacturer, so I'm not punching on Axial too hard, but you know, it is a little bit disappointing when everything in the kit is not there. So anyway, guys, I guess that'll do it for this particular video. Just wanted to show you guys what I'm up to. I'm planning on taking this vehicle out on Christmas Eve with my friends, and we're going to give it a try. I never can get these bodies put back on right while I'm filming, but anyway, like and subscribe to Shoe Fits, guys, and have yourself a great day.